What's up, team? Coach Brandon here, and welcome to Fuel Everywhere, Friday, June 5th. This is our classic CrossFit style day where we tackle a strength and conditioning piece. So our strength piece today, we have a E3 mom. So every 3 minutes, you're gonna complete the superset. We have 5 sets of 3 squat clean thrusters, supersetted with 5 sets of 2 triple broad jumps. Okay, so you'll have a 3-minute window to complete 1 set of 3 squat clean thrusters and 1 set of 2 triple broad jumps. Okay, the rest of that 3-minute window, you can rest. So we have 2 explosive movements that we're working on here. So make sure that we're transitioning well between these 2 movements, giving us time to rest before our next interval. All right, after that work, we're gonna get into our exercise racing for the day. We have 8 rounds for time, consisting of 8 front squats, then 8 hang power cleans, and then a 200-meter run. RX weights for the men, 95 pounds on the bar. For the ladies, 65 pounds. Then we have our Masters RX and intermediate scaled weights, 65-pound barbell for the men and 45-pound barbell for the ladies. Okay, we got a fun day coming at you. Let's get into warm-up. All right, team, so for our warm-up today, we have a big chipper, starting with 10 sumo squats. So wherever your normal squat stance is, take a little bit wider stance and perform 10 squats. Next, we have a 10-meter side shuffle per direction. So pretend you're playing defense, playing basketball or something, and we're going 10 meters per direction side shuffle. Okay, make sure we stay low, kind of like in a quarter squat. Next, we have 10 reverse lunges. So just lunging in place, control the knee to the floor nice and softly. Okay, staying as upright as possible in our torso. Then we'll tackle 10 meters of side shuffle per direction again. Then we'll get into 10 Cossack squats. So really wide stance here, potentially wider than you think. And toes facing out, we're gonna squat into one leg while keeping the other nice and straight. Come all the way up before you go to the other side. Okay, 10 total reps. Then we'll do 20 high knees in place. So just like so. Try and keep your torso upright. Don't hunch over, stick your butt back. Let's have our hips right underneath us the entire time. Okay, getting us ready for the run. And then after that, 20 jumping jacks. Okay, let's get as much range of motion with our shoulder as possible there. Okay, now into more of a dynamic warm-up, or an even more dynamic warm-up, I should say. We have 5 single leg broad jumps per side. Okay, so we're gonna go single leg, and I'm kind of creating energy as I send myself back to jump forward, and I'm landing well. Okay, so we have 5 of those per side, and then we have 5 single leg reverse broad jumps per side. So now it's a little trickier. So now we kind of have to send some weight forward here, and then swing it back and land well. If you've never done these before, start slow, start small, and build your way up. Make sure you have a clear lane behind you. Okay, finally, we have 10 meters of a single leg bound per side. So for these bounds, we're gonna do it all 1 leg at a time, and it's a continuous bound. Okay, so as soon as my foot hits the ground, I'm going and taking off for another bound here. So it'll look like this. Okay, that one knee stays driving up while the other leg bounds the whole time, and we have 10 meters per side. All right, time for our strength piece today. So we have every 3 minute on the minute for 5 sets. You'll have that 3-minute window to complete 3 squat clean thrusters and 2 triple broad jumps. So we'll start with the squat clean thruster. Each rep must start from the floor. I'm going to perform a squat clean and then right into a thruster. That's 1 rep. Bar must come down, reset, and go again. And then 1 more time. Boom. Okay, make sure that we reach full depth or your full depth. basically as low as you can squat with a good back angle. And then make sure that when we thruster the bar up, we do so in one continuous movement. All right, so that'll be the first part of our E3 mom. The next part, we'll go right into a triple broad jump. So much like our single leg bounds, we're gonna be jumping as far as we can and then taking off again as soon as we land for a total of 3 jumps. So I don't have as much space here, so I'm gonna show you in a condensed space. So it's gonna be a jump, jump, stick the landing. All right, and then you will perform that again. So you'll have a 3-minute window to complete 3 squat clean thrusters and 2 triple broad jumps. Have fun. Great work. Now it's time for some exercise racing. So again, we have 8 rounds, 4 time, 8 front squats, 8 hang power cleans, and a 200-meter run. So starting with the front squats here. When the clock starts, 3, 2, 1, go, your bar will be on the floor, so you need to clean it up to your shoulders. If you squat clean that first rep, it counts. So that would be 1, 2, make sure that we hit our full depth and that we fully extend at the top. All right, then we'll move into 8 hang power cleans. So your options are a low hang power clean, where we bring the bar down to just above our knees, pop that bar up. Again, it's a power clean, so we're staying above 90 degrees when we catch. Our other option is a high hang power clean, where we stay in our high hang position or launch position, and we go from there. If you use this technique, you kind of bounce that bar up. However, only use that bounce technique if this weight is light for you, and as long as you maintain an upright torso position. If you hinge at all, bouncing is going to be a bad idea. So if you feel like you want to hinge, let's keep it a low hang power clean. After 8 of those, then you'll go out for a 200-meter run. Come back, repeat the process for 8 total rounds. This one's going to be fun. Move well, have fun, go fast. Fantastic work, team. Make sure that you submit your scores to the Train Heroic app and dish out those virtual fist bumps. All right, our cool down starts with a 200-meter walk. Once you get back from that, we'll move into 20 death marches. Okay, you can choose to use light dumbbells if you wish, or go body weight. So this is basically a moving RDL. So we are going to step forward, back knee pops up, or back heel pops up, and we send our hips back to perform an RDL in this lead leg. So I feel tension in my hamstring, that's my bottom position. My back stays neutral, there's no bending there. And then I come back up by bringing my hips forward, take another step, and move on. 20 total reps. Do not overreach with your back. What we don't want to see here is our hips max out, and then we want to touch the dumbbells to the floor so we move our back. That will result in back discomfort or pain. We are just focusing on a hip hinge. Okay, after that, we'll do 10 hip 90-90s. So we're going to be on the floor here, feet kind of in squat position. Okay, pretend that there's a string attaching your knees together and that there's a string from your knees to your shoulders. Everything's going to move at once. We go all the way to one side, nice and slowly, under control, up and back to the other side. Try and have everything move together and own each position as you move through it. No rushing, nice and controlled the whole time. All right, after that, we will get into a 30-second couch stretch. So ideally using your couch, or you can find a wall. Okay, foot on the wall, knee on the floor. Round your lower back, squeeze your back butt cheek, and hold for 30 seconds per side. Then we will move into 5 moving couch stretches per side. So I'm in my couch position, and then I'm just going to slowly move forward and slowly move back 5 times. Okay, and what that's going to do is just change the angle a little bit. You're going to feel your hip flexor, you're going to feel your quad And your goal is to make sure that you maintain, okay, that rounded or neutral lower back. Okay, last thing today for cool down, we have a 15-second standing side bend. So you are just gonna have your feet hip width apart. Your hips are gonna go one way as you bend to the other side. Okay, really try and shift those hips over, feel the stretch over here, and then switch to the other side for 15 seconds. After that, you are finished. Thank you so much for all your hard work, and we'll see you tomorrow.